Today we're going to cover the non-essential drawing tools that you have the capability to use in the takeoff screen. On the left-hand side of your screen, you'll notice here's your drawing tools toolbar. Up here in the upper third row, you're going to notice that you have two zooming capabilities. Now these are old zooming methods. You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel by scrolling away from your body to zoom in and scrolling towards your body to zoom out. These zooming capabilities, the first one on the left will let you zoom to fit the image to the whole screen, so it's just zooming you out. The icon on the right is making you left click in the upper left corner and then left click in the bottom right corner of the specific area and where you would like to zoom in for you to zoom in on that location. The next drawing tool we're going to cover with you is your text box. When you click on your text box and you left click to place it, simply type in whatever you would like to have displayed. Click enter on the keyboard. If you want to make modifications, click the select tool, click on the text box, and now you can adjust your text. You also have the capability to adjust the font size as well as your border. If you wanted to change the border information, you can change the line style here. But ultimately, that is how you can utilize your text box. If you find yourself typing the same information over and over again, you can click the Add Annotation option, or if you want to bring a little bit more attention to this, you can also choose the Highlight capability, which will just highlight the entire text box. The next tool we're going to talk about is the Annotation. If you decided to save this, when you open up your annotations, you'll notice that you have two available options here for you. In this case, if you wanted to place a dumpster, you could left click on the annotation, and then when you left click on your takeoff screen, you'll be able to place that. To clear the annotation, you can click escape on the keyboard and it will get the annotation off of your crosshairs. Continuing down, the next drawing tool that you have is going to be the arrow. When you click on the arrow, the first point that you click is going to be the arrow head. The second point that you click is going to be the ending point of the arrow. If you wanted to make the arrow have modifications to it, on the right hand side you can adjust your arrowhead size. You can also adjust the ending point, so if you wanted two arrows, you could have it at both the start and the end, or neither. It's up to you on that location. If you wanted to break this into segments, you could. If you wanted to increase or decrease the line size, you have that capability as well. Continuing to the next icon, or the next tool you have the ability to use, that's the Highlight tool. So this is just a big highlighter. It works very similar to the rectangle tool. So as you are highlighting, you're going to click in it and move in a diagonal motion. When you left click, you'll notice that the opacity is pretty thick, so you want to make this more opaque. You can do that by clicking on the color option here at the top and adjusting the opacity slider bar. Now you can see through that a little bit better. The next tool that you have the capability to use would be the mirror horizontally and mirror vertically. So right now I'm just going to draw in a little shape here, just to give ourselves an idea of how we can use the mirror horizontally or mirror vertically. In this case, there's our shape. If we decide to click the mirror vertically, you'll see, in this case, we're breaking it on this one, on the horizontal axis here. If we click that again, you'll see it's flipping on this point here. And if you click it two more times, it'll take it back to the original spot. Vertically, you have the same capability, so it's flipping it on this line here. Click it again, it's flipping it back on that line. Click it one more time, it's flipping it on this one. And again, it's flipping it back. If you click on your select tool and you select your shape, you do have the capability to rotate that. It does rotate based on where your mouse pointer is. So as you can see, try to get it as close as you can and simply left click. The next tool that you have the ability to use are the image hyperlink and the URL hyperlink. For the image hyperlink, when you left click on it, on the right hand side of the screen, it's going to ask you to give it a label. You can go ahead and type in whatever you would like to see displayed. The next option is to select the image. In this case, you select the image and then you left click to drop the image hyperlink. When you're selected on the shape and you're not in a drawing method, you will see that label display for you. If you were to double click on that hyperlink, what it's going to do is it's going to open up that image for you, so that way you can take a look and see what's happening. The URL hyperlink works the same way. The difference is it's a URL from a website. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and say YouTube videos just to give you a quick link. And then bear with me here as I open up YouTube to pull the URL. Once you have your URL, go ahead and paste it in, hit apply, and then you can go ahead and drop that on your screen. Again, it works the same way. When you're not in a drawing mode, you can double click on that and it will open you up to the YouTube page. So that way you can see exactly what's happening and you can get a quick access link to where you need to go. And the final drawing tool that we're going to cover with you is going to be this search image. The search image allows you to go in and take a picture basically of a specific icon on the takeoff or on your background image, and then you can search the drawing to see how many occurrences there are. It is letting you know right here that it's searching, but this is another tool that you have the capability to use. Ultimately, this is how you can utilize it. If you would like to, feel free to go ahead and use it as an option. Ultimately, though, that is going to round us out for today's video on the drawing tools, on the non-essential drawing tools. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to our tech team and they'd be happy to assist you in any way they can. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.